Happy Halloween! And by Halloween, I mean, because I'm about to bring our puppy, our 1-year-old puppy Butterbeer, out to my daughter's 3rd grade classroom. And I don't know how this is gonna go. Butterbeer is full of energy. She is a little love, but she's got a lot of energy to her. So we're gonna see how this goes. My daughter won this ability to bring the puppy to school. You can like win different things through the class, and some of them it's like sit in a bouncy chair, be head student for the day, whatever. And my daughter picks bring your pet to school without asking. And I'm like, oh my gosh. So for those of you who don't know, I'm not necessarily a dog person. Yes, I've had a dog for almost a year at this point, but I am like a full-fledged cat person. I didn't have a dog growing up. This is all new to me. And Blake has always been a dog person, always wanted a dog. And so all of our relationship, he would say like, can we please have a dog? Can we please have a dog? And I said, listen, we can get a dog when our children are old enough to help take care of the poop and take care of everything. And then we, just talked about different things, and were able to, come to a conclusion that now was the right time for our family. But it's been a lot more work than I expected, and that's okay. That's totally okay. But like I said, this is something that I'm not necessarily prepared for. So when I was talking with my little Lass's teacher about when we could bring Butterbeer in, Halloween came up. So I'm going in my Up Halloween t-shirt. I've got some jack-o'-lantern earrings on. I've got this like skeleton headband on because, hey, I'm going to a 3rd grade classroom. So let's have some fun, shall we? So do me a favor and drop hashtag hello lovely in the comments below. That is the easiest way to just give me a little high five over the internet, to say a little hello. Let me know what you're doing for Halloween. Are you just staying in? Are you watching a movie? Are you eating special food? Are you trick-or-treating? Are you handing out trick-or-treats? I want to know it all. I want to know it all. So our family hosts a Halloween parade. We have been since 2020 when the world shut down. The world turned upside down for my Hamilton friends. And we didn't know what to do about trick-or-treating that year. So I was like, I'll fix this. And I created a Facebook group for our neighborhood, and I organized like a timed parade so we could all socially distance trick or treat and make things easy. And then from there, the neighborhood just like loved it. What's funny is that I honestly have no idea where all these children live because I never see them playing out and about in the streets. But they all come out for Halloween. So the previous years, I printed out handouts, and me and the kids and a bunch of neighbors went door to door and like put them in mail slots and everything. And that was wonderful. But it also took a lot of time, and photocopies nowadays are no joke. Have you photocopied anything recently, like at Staples? It's expensive, especially if you're trying to put pamphlets for an entire neighborhood. Hi, how are you? So yeah, thank you so much, Candy, for the hello lovely. So yeah, it's just been like, I made the executive decision to not necessarily print a bunch of extra. So some people got pamphlets in their mailboxes that were left over from last year, but other people have not. And I ended up just making big signs with big orange like poster board and pinning them to our telephone poles. So I'm just taking my foundation brush that I had used earlier just to kind of blend out. What I used was a little bit of like a bronzing kind of stick to add some dimension and warmth to my face. I still like my freckles to shine through, but I want to have some multi-dimension going on. Thank you so much for the happy Halloween. So many poster boards, says Blake. Exactly. So I went out and I bought a bunch of poster boards, made a bunch of signs, letting people know the Halloween parade was coming, all this great stuff. And then some neighbor took them all down. Someone took all my poster boards down. It was so cute. And I didn't even have them up too awfully long. I just put them up last week, just using an all-in-one color stick right here. This is good. You can use it as a cream blush, a lip product, an eyeshadow, all sorts of different things. But yeah, someone took the time to like go, and they were secure. So it wasn't like the wind took them down. Someone took them down. And I was really upset because that to me was a great solution to save time and money rather than putting it in every single person's mailbox, to just put them up around the neighborhood a week before Halloween, let everybody know, yes, the Halloween parade is happening and at what time. And instead, some like curmudgeon-y person decided to, you know, take them down using the wrong end. These all-in-one color sticks have a sponge on one end, so if you wanted to use that rather than a brush or your fingers, it's nice and easy. So yeah, someone went around and took down all my bloody signs, and I was so upset. I was like, what the heck? I do have a Facebook group for the neighborhood, so I've let people know in there, but there's still a lot more neighbors that aren't in my Facebook group. So I went crazy today, and I bought a heck of a lot more poster boards. I put them on every single telephone pole as you enter or exit my neighborhood, front and back, with arrows. Big saying like, Halloween parade today. Is it still up? Yes, I still see some up. I can see it from my window up here. I'm doing a little extra blush, a little extra. But yeah, so hopefully whoever the curmudgeon-y person is doesn't rip them down within the next 4 hours, because as I said, there's a whole bunch in my neighborhood that didn't necessarily get signage. Blake is holding balloons. Blake was in his hell. He was in his hell. For those of you who don't know, my husband and I are complete opposites in pretty much every single way possible. Right, Blake? I love him dearly. He loves me dearly. You know, we're all in this together, but it's a little crazy sometimes when you're married to someone who is your polar opposite. And I took him to help me put up the signs. I was like, let's go for a little walk with our dog. Little did he know that because I'm going to my daughter's school, happy Halloween. Oh, yes, I'm bringing the dog to school as like a little show and tell. When I was at Petco earlier today, getting a better leash, just in case my dog decides to go crazy, all of the Halloween pet costumes were on massive sale. So I got a $30 dog costume for $7. Note to self, buy pet costumes on Halloween. And hopefully this is going to be her size that she is forever. So we can just reuse this costume. It's really, really cute, but she's in a dress. It's like a dog dress with candy corn all over it. It's super stinking cute. My little lass is going to lose it. She's going to be so excited. I think it's going to be an absolute hit with the third graders. But I came home and like, that's just... If you could have a list of like things that Blake does not want in his life, a dog costume would probably be one of them. Blake, please correct me if I'm wrong. A dog costume would probably be one of them. So when I came home with my poster boards and my dog costume and all this stuff, I was like, Blake, we have to go and put up all these signs so that way our neighbors know what time the parade is. And if anyone's new to the area, they'll see the arrows knowing where the parade will start. So he just thinks he's going to keep me company and like help me hang up a sign. And instead I have a dozen. I also I got 15 balloons, like orange and black star balloons. And so at first I was thinking like, let's put up the balloons with the signs. This will really catch their attention. But it was a little windy today here in New England. So we're keeping the balloons inside and I'll just attach them to my car for the parade. But I hadn't made this executive decision about what to do with the balloons until we were already walking. So I had Blake hold the 15 balloons while he's holding our dog in her candy corn dress. And Blake said, he said, I'm holding balloons. My dog's in a dress. My wife is putting up signs for a giant party in front of my house. This is my nightmare. This is my nightmare. And it really is. He's like Mr. Introvert. He would be the neighbor that would just put a bowl out in his front porch, you know, with candy. And like when it's gone, it's gone. If the first kid just comes and dumps it all, he wouldn't care. And just stay in and watch scary movies. That would be Blake's ideal Halloween. But of course we have children and he's married to me. And that is not my ideal Halloween. My ideal Halloween is a lot different. So God bless him. He puts up with me and my extroverted nature. And we're going to see what the turnout is this year. If the signs work and if it brings the same amount of people or more, or if people really do need that personalized attention, the door-to-door invitation. because that's just a lot more time, energy, all that kind of stuff that I was not planning on doing. So we will see. We'll see. Would you be okay if instead of having a pamphlet in your mailbox, you just saw the signs? And it's happened for the past few years, so it's not like it's something new. So people who've lived here, they know what's going on. They're used to this. So we're going to see what happens. Totally reminds you of Hermione and her spew buttons. Yes, essentially that's it. Thank you so much, Tiffany, for the hello lovely. I really appreciate that. So I'm just putting on a wee bit of makeup because I don't know if I'm going to have time to put on makeup after school. We're going to go and bring the puppy, bring Butterbeer to school. Ooh, Blake, if you're coming with me and if you're still in the chat, if you're coming with me, are we going to take your car? And if we're going to take your car, you need to clean your car out. Or are we going to take my car? And if so, that's going to be a little tight of a ride, but we can make it work. We've done it before. For those of you who don't know, I drive a teal Mini Cooper convertible, which is so fun, except Blake and I are both part giant. Like, move over Hagrid. We are part giant. And then, of course, our children are big for their age. They're giants for their age. And we have a giant dog. It's not like we have a cute little lap dog. We've got a golden retriever. So having all 5 of us, Blake, myself, our little lad, our little lass, and our puppy in the car all at once is hysterical. When we have taken my car, we generally have done it like in the summer if we're going and we want to drive with the top down and go to the beach. Butterbeer, our giant dog, will sit in essentially Blake's lap, sometimes by his feet, but sometimes not. So I think, Blake, if you want to take your car, she would be happier. Kathleen, how are you? Happy Halloween to you too. Thanks so much for tuning in. What I'm using right now is just my lash serum product. This is my 4-in-1 lash product. It is a growth serum for your lashes, and it is also a lash primer and a tubing mascara, so it's a 4-in-1 product. So if you're someone who wants your itty bitty lashes to grow longer and stronger and just be thicker and healthier, this is a great option. You just use it like you would for mascara, except it's not mascara. It's mascara plus lash growth and primer and all the things, but I blinked as I was talking. I always make a mess on my face when I go live and I put on eye makeup products, but it's all good. It is all good. All right, let's wrap this little sucker up because I have to go and take care of the kiddos. So I'm gonna just take my lip gloss. This is the shade Luxe. It pretty much matches my shirt. And for those of you who haven't seen it, it's Ellie from Up. Blake is wearing Carl from Up. And I either am Ellie from Up or I'm Russell, the little boy. The little boy that's essentially like a Boy Scout. Blake, and my favorite line from Russell is when he goes beep, boop, beep, boop, beep. And then he loses his GPS, because that's me. All right, so here we go. That was my very, very quick face to get out the door so I can go and spend some time with 3rd graders and my dog. I used my BB cream that has SPF inside. I did a little bit of warmth and a little bit of blush and bronzer, keeping a really dewy, youthful finish using my Prime and Set Mist. This is going to lock it on my face. It acts like a hairspray. It's not sticky. It's just nice and light, and it'll dry really quickly, and it keeps the makeup looking fresh for hours. I did not do my brows. Sometimes I do my brows, sometimes I don't. As long as I comb through my brows, because they're really naturally thick, they're pretty good. Sometimes I do them, especially if I do a lot of eyeshadow, but I don't have time for eyeshadow because I have to go bring my puppy to school in her cute candy corn dress. So wish me luck. Let me know what you're doing for Halloween. Are you handing out candy? Are you trick-or-treating? All the different things. Are you dressing up? This may be the extent of what we dress up, but we have coordinating shirts on, Blake and I, so that may be the extent that we dress up. Our kids are Indiana Jones and Luna Lovegood, and now I have a dog who's dressed up, and I'm hosting the parade. So I'll be real with you, I haven't had the time or bandwidth to create my own costume, and that's okay. That's okay. I'm just glad I found this. I found this 20 minutes ago. I've been searching my house for a month for this one shirt. So I'm super grateful that the universe was like, here you go, Mary. Here's the shirt. All right. Have a great Halloween. I'm excited to let you know if Butterbeer has a great time with the 3rd graders, or if it's chaos, wish us luck, and I'll talk with you soon.